come in the name of the source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We flipping niggas out the porch. Niggas in Paris, somebody J version, boss whole Jane Harden, but they think they the highest. We locking them up, you get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. They shooting shots, but I ain't falling. Fuck around, hit the same target, back to back.
Come on in. Yes, it's another terrific hieroglyphic, and I'm in the building. Listen, just like I am every week, don't forget we make this thing happen every Tuesday, the Usual Suspects podcast. We off the hook. What we're doing is basically bringing you all the entertainment news on YouTube and podcast format, right? This is broadcast. A lot of people confuse it. When you seeing it, you're broadcasting. When you're hearing it, you podcasting it. As of late, we are all visually recording our podcast so you on YouTube land can see what's happening, and you can check us out at work or whatever the hell is going on. But this particular podcast is powered by the Reporter newspaper, which is Akron, Ohio's only black publication, right? A real newspaper. Been in business for over 50 years, and we encourage you guys to check out the Reporter newspaper online.com so you can see what's happening here in Blackburn, Ohio. That's where I said it, Blackburn, Ohio, so you can see what's happening in our neck of the woods. Not just locally, we cover the national, international, and everything that's happening as long as it connects with our people as a culture. The Reporter newspaper online.com, or you can get a subscription if you like it in the tangible form just by calling the number 330-535-7061. Well, listen, might as well just get into it and talk about what I came here to talk about. We're celebrating hip-hop 50th anniversary. Hip-hop's 50th anniversary. Now, I've been seeing a lot of different things going on. A lot of different rappers everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. And when I say a lot of different rappers, I mean, hell, I just saw Kool Rock-Ski from the Fat Boys doing their show in a park somewhere. Blew me away, okay? They are, when they say they are celebrating hip-hop's 50th anniversary, 50th year anniversary, which was born in, hip-hop was born in the Bronx, 1973, okay? This is the 50th year, and we are chronicling it by showcasing rappers that have touched the mic, with a recording contract or not, with a legitimate recording contract or not. And we see a whole bunch of different rappers that we grew up on. Listen, I'm from back in those days. For real, I was born before 73, and I am proud to say it. So I am a product of hip hop, even though we're in Ohio. Feel me? But listen, with that being said, I got a little bit of just a small bit of a gripe before we go into the nook and crannies of the topic, right? The little gripe I have is this is hip hop's birthday. Okay, birthday. This is the 50th year of hip hop. When I think of hip hop, I don't just think of the MCing or the rapping. There's the breakdancing, graffiti art, okay? The DJing and the MCing. Some say there's a fifth element, but people say it's fashion, people say it's style, people say it's knowledge itself. Man, we can keep going. But we're going to go with the four pillars. Four pillars holds up a square. So I'm standing on my square. So what are we talking about again? Breakdancing, that's b-boying. MCing is rapping, DJing, and graffiti art. We have to acknowledge, okay, that I want to not only just see the historical MCs, Grandmaster Theodore, Grandmaster Cass, the great Melly Mel, Kumo D, Busy B. We want to see those celebrated. We want to see these brothers celebrated. But we also want to see the New York City Breakers, the Rocksteady crew, people like that, the Buster Breakers from out around this area, you know what I'm saying? Tony Succession, you know what I'm saying? I just had to keep it local, okay? Some of the best breakers, Ali Rock, some of the best TM1. I'm talking about graffiti artists when I say those names, okay? We want to be able to, and then Scratchmaster Rock from Cleveland, Ohio, Scratchmaster L from Cleveland, Scratch on Adidas here in Akron, Ohio. I could say a whole bunch of DJs and graffiti artists out of New York, but I'm trying to let you know hip hop is global now. And you don't see nobody talking about, outside of rap, They say hip hop is just released. They showing the youngins hip hop is just rap, and that's not the truth. That's the popular representation at this moment of what hip hop is. I can remember way back down the wheel of time, you identified hip hop with b-boying and breakdancing, and they still doing it today. There's people doing some wild stuff. Man, look, people across seasons doing some wild stuff, breakdancing and b-boying. It just blows my mind. I'm seeing a dude breaking out of 1990 like it's a straight up headspin. I mean, holding it that long. And for those who know what I'm talking about a 1990 one hand on the ground, whole body in the air, your hand on the ground, and you extend it with your feet to the air, one hand on the ground, other hand behind your back, and you just spinning up there like a damn, look, I done seen a lot of stuff. So what I'm doing right now is acknowledging the whole culture as a whole, so you, the viewer, can take this information and apply it and understand when you say it's hip hop's 50th year anniversary, you're talking about the graffiti artist. Big ups to my man Ali Rock, okay? You're talking about my man the DJ. Big up to Scratchmaster Rock. You're talking about the breakdancer. Big up to the Ill Style Rockers. All them people I named from around this area. And then when you talk about the MC, you talk about rapping. Okay, now speaking about rapping, this is the crux, the nooks and crannies of my subject matter, okay? Now they always say the subject matter makes the pocket fatter, okay? I say that. The subject matter makes the pockets fatter. What I mean, when you talk about a thing and you stay on that topic, people will understand what the hell you're saying and what are you talking about. So I'm talking about the rapper, the MC, microphone controller, someone who moves the crowd, right? Someone who can make the party pop with vocals, okay? Back in the day, way back down the wheel of time, we used to do it over break beats. That's two instrumentals stretched for a longer time to where we can get the crowd hyped and interact, call and response with the crowd by moving the crowd and then ultimately saying some clever rhymes, okay? Now, as of late, there's been a bit of an argument, a bit of a lack of understanding on when it governs the word lyricism. Okay, now understand this is the Hiram Glyphics podcast. I'm gonna say it again. My name is Brother Hiram. I didn't say Hyro. I'm saying Hiram. So that means we break down. That's why I got these dictionaries here. You see the Oxford American Dictionary, okay? And this is my pocket dictionary. See how big it is. Okay, then you got the Black's Laws Dictionary. That's right, we rock the Black Laws Dictionary. So I am a stickler of understanding what it is I'm saying. Being in journalism, I need to be able to convey adequately what the hell it is I'm saying to you. And more importantly, I need to understand what the hell you are saying to me. That's what I study these words for, so I can have an understanding, so I can communicate. Communication means what? Transmission of information. Well, you can't transmit or give any information if the receptor is not receiving. And you can't receive if you don't understand what the hell is being said, and more importantly, what the hell you are talking about. Now, I've been on the internet, I've been hearing this argument for the last couple of weeks. Recently, it's been bubbling really heavy, especially with the Eminem and Melly Mel battle, okay? Now, I'm gonna start off by saying this. Melly Mel is a different type of MC than Eminem. Let's just call it what it is. Some say Eminem was one of the greatest to ever do it. Some say you can't say that because he's a European rapper. Well, I'm here to tell you, hip hop, if you really do your homework, it was white boys breakdancing, white boys graffitiing. So, I mean, hell, what the hell are you talking about? You need to know what hip hop is. It comes from the inner city. Yes, black people kicked it off, but if you was in the inner city, you become what? A product of your environment. And I know people that was of the European descent, grew up inside of the African-American experience, and it becomes what you call products of their environment. Big up to Third Base, MC Serge. Okay, and in our area, particularly, we had a group called the Cold Course Right Boys. Literally stayed off of Maddie Ave, straight up and down, and from Barberton. Big up to MC France and MC Cool Breeze. Big up to MC B, another European descent white boy who was really MCing back in the day. I can go on. We can't say that you wasn't hip hop. You were if you from that element. And then at the same time, if you black, what type of black are we talking? Okay, you of African descent, You spearheaded, kicked off this African-inspired movement. Unbeknownst to us, we didn't know we was manifesting those qualities, but that's what the hell we was doing. And like I said, if you Puerto Rican, you in New York, you was benefiting and you was being a product of that environment. So you hip hop too. Big ups to the Puerto Rican, to the European, whoever the hell was in it. So if you're doing it, you a part of it. It's just ours. I'm just going to be selfish and say it's just ours, right? So here we go. Here's the word that everybody's talking about again. Lyricism. What the hell is... Now I can get into the dictionary and show you what lyricism is. But you know, we make our own definitions, and for the sake of breaking down what lyricism is, I'm going to tell you from a hip-hop perspective, from an MC perspective. A lot of people think lyricism is what you're saying. Per definition, I guess it would be. A lot of people say rap is hip hop, rap is poetry over beats. A lot of people say that. Now, going with that thing right there is poetry over beats. That means you have to abide by poetic rules. The rules of poetic skeletons, stanzmatic skeletons have to come into play if you want to say that. That's what you have to do. The most important part, like I say, when it comes to the MC, big ups to one of the greats, Ace Boogie just walked in. But when it comes to the MC, we have to know in 2023, the rapper is differentiated from the MC. Why do I say that? Because the MC knows the difference between stanzmatic skeletons. They say, like I say again, rap is supposed to be poetry over beats. Well, if it's poetry over beats and you don't know a damn thing about poetry, stanzmatic skeletons, or anything like that, you're not MCing. Because you don't know what the hell you're doing. So, people getting mad lately when they say Tupac wasn't lyrical. I'm gonna go on and say that. They say Tupac wasn't lyrical. Now, I'm gonna give it to you real quick and real small so you can understand what the hell they mean by lyrical. Again, we're not gonna go to the Black Laws Dictionary. We're not gonna go to the Oxford Dictionary. We're not gonna go, but that's what they're here for. I'm gonna translate and transmit to you what it is. Tupac is the most, I'm gonna say it again, the most passionate MC ever. DMX is the most passionate MC ever. That's right, I'm gonna say it again. It is what it is. Now, when I say passionate, what do I mean? He felt what he was saying. Yeah, we can give you, I can get that to you. He felt what he was saying. More importantly, his delivery convinced you. That's what they mean by passionate. They don't know what the hell they're saying because they don't understand this here craft. What is this? Look, have you ever heard somebody say, in the lyric, I'ma slap the dog out of you? And it's like, that don't sound convincing because he wasn't passionate. His delivery wasn't there. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If DMX said, I'ma slap the dog, you know good and goddamn well, he made you feel that. That's called not a punchline. Punchline is something clever to make you say, ooh, that was smart. No, that is a delivery the way DMX said that. Tupac had that in abundance. Okay, now here we go. This is what's going to make some of you guys mad. Okay, now when I say this, I just want you guys to follow the bouncing ball. Follow the bouncing ball. Some of the great MCs, they followed the bouncing ball. What I'm saying, I ain't even gonna say great MCs. Great rappers. You know, they would follow the bouncing ball. What I'm talking about now, I hate to say this, but I like this guy, but I need to give you a visual. Big ups to the Oakland great, Too Short. Okay, passionate. You understand his pimping. You understand his wordplay. You understand his style. I felt him. You felt him. Hell, you got uncles that talk like that. You got whoever that talk like that. You felt it, and you can relate. Big ups to the whole Bay Area. Everybody know about hustling, grinding, block banging, doing what you do. We understand some stuff like that. But let's talk about Too Short for a minute. I'm about to do a freestyle like Too Short. Now take my money and take my clothes. Don't you know I sell out the shows? I'm going to say that again. Follow the bouncing ball. Now take this money and take my clothes. Don't you know I sell out the shows? That is simple stanzmatic skeletons. The rhyme is boom at the end, close, and then there's boom at the end, shows. Don't you know I've been in the place? Don't you know my brother name is Ace? Don't you know I've been in the place? Don't you know my brother name is Ace? Simple. If you listen very closely today, 2023, people are still rapping that way, and that's okay. Because you could be Tupac and rap simple, I'm not a, what do you say? Something, I'm not something, but don't push me. Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting, come on, it's still the same, bam, still the same, bam. I'm not saying that was whack. I thought that was a dope line, but it was simple. Why? He understand who he was talking to. He was what? Transmitting information to you so you can what? Understand it. He understand who the hell he was talking to. He was understanding that there's a core market of people who don't necessarily need the stansmatic, chaotic lyricism or the stansmatic skeleton that most MCs who call themselves MCs like Pharaoh Monch, okay, like Chino XL, like Cannabis, okay, I can keep you going. Like people like that could, like Eminem, okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you an advanced stansmatic skeleton or bar. Stansmatic skeleton means bar, okay? I'm gonna give you the difference. I already told you Too Short, gave you a Tupac. Let me give you a Method Man, and you're gonna see the difference. When Method Man said, I've learned that when you drink absolute straight, it burns enough to give your chest hairs a perm. I don't need to go any further. There's lyricists that's been in the game that can rap even more wordplay. Wordplay is how you use the rhyme based on the way. If you're gonna go such and such and such and bat, such and such and such and cat, that's not advanced wordplay. I don't care what the hell you do in the middle. You know, putting people in places, don't you know I'm in, and poop, into. That's dope. I like that because you cramming it, but at the end, it still ain't advanced because it's bam, bam, it bookmarks at the end. Your rhyme is simple. That don't mean simple means unintelligent, unpowerful, uninspiring, uninsightful. That's not what it means. That means it's simple. And a lot of MCs who made a lot of money with simple rhymes. Melly Mel, his subject matter was not simple, it was passionate, and it was right on time with the message and the song that he did for Beat Street and White Lines. So when you hear Melly Mel, you hear that simple rhyme flow. Now when you listen to a lot of people rapping today, they got that simple rhyme flow. But when you hear people that understand to call themselves MCs, their vocabulary is a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? They hone their craft, and because they want to say it in such a way, because this is, again, y'all, this is rap music. This is rap music. Poetry music. And the best poetry wins, right? The best clever lines wins, right? And not only that, but ask yourself, who do you like better? The way somebody is saying it or what they saying? I'm going to say it again. Who is your favorite MC? The way somebody is saying it or the way somebody, or what they're saying? Most of us will say, I can't relate to that, so I can relate to this. I can't relate to that, so I relate to this. And that's fine. Now, if you grew up in a demographic where the book bag backpack MC wasn't there, you're not gonna run into the local Billy Chemicals and stuff like that, Cam Cautions and stuff like that, or even my man, big ups to my man out here. You know what I'm trying to say? Amp, okay? He and Pacino, Chino Nino, those brothers is really rhyming. Nostra, because they come from a place, but they spitting game to where you can relate. And that's Akron MCs, okay? So listen, man, for those of you who like hip hop, you understand it's more than just rapping and MCing. I could break down the graffitiing from phase 1 to wild style and all this stuff and everything. Why? Because I am hip hop. I embody the culture. Why? Because I am. Funny story. I can remember, and this is how I'm gonna leave you guys. I can remember back down the well of time. I was a young man, very young man. Keep in mind, we're in Akron. I like to call it Blackman. She said, yo, how long you gonna keep doing that? I said, doing what? Talking the way you talk. How long you gonna keep talking the way you talk? I said, what you mean the way I talk? And the way you know, that all that bebop, and that's what they was calling it back in the day. The older women that didn't understand. That bebop and all that bebop and hip, man, I'm telling you, I'm giving you my age, right? I said, I don't know any different. This is what it is. And here it is, 2023, and I'm right in your face saying the same thing. So to that sister, hopefully she's still with us, and hopefully she's hearing what I'm saying. Hip hop is not a fad, it's a culture, and we are immersed in it. If you are just a fan of rap, understand, wake up. Don't get on the internet trying to sell us your fandom without a true understanding of what the hell is going on. You ain't got a cop, you ain't got a cape for Tupac. You ain't got a cape for your favorite MC to people that knows the difference. Okay? Tupac is one of my favorite MCs. He's a Black Panther. Okay? He's a Black Panther. But I cannot put Tupac up against, I'm going to say it, and dare I say this, I cannot put Tupac against Pharoah Monch in a lyrical disposition. I can't. Word for word. Pharoah Monch is one of the best ones to ever do it. Okay? Now, did Pharoah Monch sell a lot of records? No. What about the people who don't have record deals and that was super dope, Jack J. Taylor? Come on, man. What about Supernatural, who never had success at the billboards, but if you old enough to know who the hell Supernat is, you understand there's Supernats all over the damn country. Listen, we want you guys to hit the subscribe button, follow the shows. We do this thing every Tuesday. It's called The Usual Suspects. We give you some news. This right here was a little pit stop celebrating the culture that I'm a part of, the culture that I love, hip hop. So listen, y'all better feel me before they kill me, y'all. I'm out of here.